What's up, guys? Just got to the job site here. We're going to be hauling out some 2 to 4 spalls, and then we'll be hauling out the concrete on this big job. I can't remember if I did a live stream or not at this job site before in the past or not. But I hauled in and exported a lot of the material for this job site. It's really coming together. Really coming together. What's up, John? We built this cell site. They dressed it up as a Christmas tree. That is funny. That's actually a cell tower. Oh, don't be sorry about it, John. I didn't get blasted for nothing. They're trying to blast me for something, but you know, you just gotta look past the haters. There's a new driver working out. He's doing amazing. Amazing so far. Yeah, what's up, Wayne? I didn't want to do the live stream all the way till I got to the job site because I didn't really have nothing to talk about. I basically talked all about that subject that I could handle. So, you know, is what it is. But I just wanted to show you guys that I'm working today. Things are going good. We got work for both trucks tomorrow. No, the strong arm did not get fixed yet. We're still able to work it, but let me just put it this way. They said they were going to overnight the valve body. It's been 2 weeks, still nothing yet. That's where we're at. So I don't know what the holdup is for the parts getting here. So that's what we're waiting on for that. Like your attitude, Rich. Yeah, I'm getting there. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. You know, I'm just gonna keep on trucking, keep on working, you know. That's what it comes down to. I get worked up sometimes about these haters and these trolls. You know, John, you were saying that guy. So what were you saying? I seen the comment, something about the guy on your video too. Actually, Ryan, I did a video. Well, no, I didn't do a get loaded with the grinder. That's tricky. Getting loaded by the grinder is tricky with the system. You got to have it basically all the way down except for off the ground. You know, because you're going to have to do a lot of backing up and stuff. And, it's, you know, you just follow all the things everybody tells you. You know, just follow the signals. You know, 1 beep is go faster, 2 beeps. Or no, 1 beep is stop, 2 beeps is go faster. What would life be without the haters? How's the orange beast running? It's doing good, Rick. Yeah, he asked me if I was a racist. I think he believes Justin is a racist or something. I don't know. Can't stand racism. Yeah, I don't like racism either, man. You know, it's not red, it's orange. Rick, it's orange. It's not red. You got the wrong channel. It's orange. Everything's orange here. Yeah, it's orange. What's up, A-Dog? Yeah, that's orange. My that. I'm just playing. Yeah, no, I don't believe in racism. Like, I'm not racist. Like, I treat everybody as if they're the same color, personally. You know? What I do have a problem with is the cultures that are in each race. You know? Like, the gang culture or the criminal culture, you know? They're all the same. You know? You got white people that are criminals and you got black people that are criminals. You got Mexican criminals, you got Asian criminals. A criminal is a criminal. I don't think it really has anything to do with the skin color, you know? I mean, I've dated black girls, you know? I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I love their skin. I think it's cool, you know? I think it's cool. I'm glad everybody isn't the same color, you know? I mean, how boring would the world be? You know? You know what really irritates me the most, though? Is when, and I've gotten this a lot, is when somebody of a different color says, Brian, you don't know what racism is because you're white. Like, that's the people that irritate the hell out of me, like, to say that kind of crap. Like, you don't know what racism is because you're white. You're privileged. Like, okay, I must have missed the privilege handout because I'm not privileged. I've had to work, you know, for everything I've got. My GoFundMe didn't blow up and I didn't get $500,000. I got $20 and I gave it back. You know, that's my white privilege right there. You know, when everything was going south for me, nobody handed me money. You know, it was figure it out on your own, you know, and that's what we had to do. No white privilege here. You know, my white privilege was both my parents, drug addicts, both my parents not raising me. You know, I got raised by my grandparents, you know. Yeah, I don't believe in that white privilege crap. I believe in rich privilege. That's just something that's true. You know, if you're rich, you got more privileges. That's just, there's no way around that. And that's because you probably worked hard for your money and you work hard to keep your money, you know. You want to have the rich privilege, become rich, you know. Work hard for your money and then save it, you know. How's the big truck running? It's doing all right, Brian. It's working today. It's working today. I was driving down to this job site and I seen a flatbedder. He was in a blue semi, waved at me. He like slowed down and was like, yeah, man, what's up? You know, waving at me. That was pretty cool. I love it when viewers do that kind of stuff. When they see the videos and they're like, hey, man, I watch your videos. That's so cool. Alright, let's do this. It's gonna be a while before we get fully loaded. That's what I love about these kind of gigs like this. So shut the truck off and just chill. Because they're loading you with a mini. It's gonna be a while. Are you at a stoplight or are you just talking? I'm just talking, Arthur. I am at a job site. We're at a job site. Getting loaded. A lot of people get offended when I do videos when I'm driving. As a business owner, you're gonna be multitasking no matter what, you know. I don't know how many times I'm answering phone calls when I'm driving, putting out fires, doing this, doing that. That's just the life of a business owner, you know. Especially a small business owner like myself. Right now they're loading me with quarry spalls and gravel. It's like leftover stuff that they used to build the road to get into the job site at the beginning. And then we're going to be hauling concrete. There's a park and ride on the other side of that freeway. You can see that little wood shack next to the walking sign. There's a foundation under that. They're gonna break that up and I'm gonna haul that out today. Got both trucks working tomorrow, Blake. Yeah, oh yeah, this is great, man. This is gravy. I love working for these guys. These guys are my favorite guys to work for. What's the other truck doing? He's hauling pea gravel and hauling out dirt from the job site. What's up, Beeston Farms? Yeah, I love Washington scenery, Brian. Beautiful.
Good to go, boss.
Good to go? Okay.
There.
You got it. You're hauling type A around here in Maine. What state are you in? I'm working in Boston, low boy. Man, that sandwich looks good. It is good. It is good. Sure, just eat in front of us. I put it away. All I did was have a small bite. Don't jump me for that. Okay. I ain't gonna put the drop axle down yet until I get out here. What's type A? You're hauling sand. Every state has different. Can I explain the purpose of a drop axle? Yes. Let me roll up the window here real quick. What's up, Sydney? Okay, a drop axle, also known as like a tag axle or a pusher axle, they all have one purpose, and the purpose is to spread the weight out over the road. So a long time ago, the federal government decided that they had to make a rule that applied to everyone, and basically that rule is you can't have this amount of weight in this amount of distance. What we do is literally made no difference. So you add more drop axles so you can haul that amount of weight on the road without breaking the road, basically. So that's what the drop axles are for. Dog, there's no way in heck I would ever add an air starter to my Detroit. Not happening. This thing, I would be hooking up my compressor every morning to this thing just to fill the air tanks. The air's always drained out by the time it's morning. The drop axle's still in the air the next day sometimes, but most of the time the air is completely drained by the next day. And I would hate to be at a job site and have the truck off and have an air leak that I don't hear, and then all of a sudden have no air, and be trying to figure out what my game plan was. Hey, Grandpa. Sorry about that, guys. How high do I rev it? As high as it goes. That's how high I rev it. The tachometer hasn't worked since I bought the thing. I would guess that I'm revving it around 2,000 to 2,500 RPMs. Yeah, I had to take that call. That was my grandpa. He ran out of gas, or ran out of diesel going down the road. And then also the slip tank was empty too. Well, it wasn't completely empty, but where the pickup line is, I had used all the fuel, so my grandpa had to take the motor off of the slip tank, extend the pickup line down further to get more fuel out of the slip tank to put in the pickup truck. Oh man. He got halfway to Shelton before he ran out of fuel. He's like, wait a second, this thing ain't on E. Why am I out of gas? That was pretty funny. He's like, Brian, what'd you do to me? Oh, craziness, craziness. So right now we're heading to renting concrete recyclers. If I open this window, is the air noise too loud for you guys? Answer me that question. Is the road noise too loud when I have that wing window open? Does the truck you're in have many breakdowns? This truck never has a breakdown. Never. I've broken down one time on a job site when I couldn't fix it and get back to work. One time. Where I couldn't limp it through the rest of the day. And I did a live stream that day. I was on the side of the freeway, and there was a hole, like a little pinhole, in the fuel filter, and it was sucking air. The motor would die. Like it would, we'd crank it over, and then it would build enough fuel pressure to start, and then as soon as it started, then it would start sucking air, and then it would die. And my buddy Robert came and rescued me. And he basically, you know, we figured it out together, you know. We put a piece of tape over the hole, and we were able to, I was able to get it home and change the filter. I would say that was probably close to being 8 months in. 8 months in, working the truck every single day when that happened. And I hadn't changed the fuel filters since I had bought the truck. Like, there was just too much other stuff that I was replacing. And so I hadn't gotten around to changing the fuel filter. there, I thought I missed my exit, but I didn't. I got so caught up in telling you my story about the fuel filter. Okay. I've been to this place 100 times though, so. It really sucks this off-ramp though. Because I got to get off the freeway and then I got to get over to the far left lane like immediately because the light's like 300 feet ahead, 200 feet ahead, and some people, they just don't like you cutting over 3 lanes at a time. Okay, we got lucky. Yeah, we got lucky. We're over. Sweet. We're at a stoplight. What's up? I like your grandpa. Yeah, that guy, he's a rock star. I love him too. Do you have a Garmin in the truck? Nope. Nope. I only use the GPS on my phone. And I normally don't have to use that very much because of the fact that I know almost everything now. Like, I'm really getting to know a lot of the places. Like, I'll use the GPS to find out where the job site is, and then after that, I normally don't need it. So, the GPS, I hardly ever use the GPS anymore. No, well, I know it's locked. I rev it up. Slam your finger in the door before you drive it. Yeah, moving. Hey, dog. Unless I'm at a stoplight, and then it's like, oh, I'm trying to read everything. You just can't do it. You know, you just can't. Let's see, what street is this? Oh, not yet. Yeah, I mean, my main thing is focusing on the road, you know? Checking my mirrors, doing everything you're supposed to do. Is this the turn? This ain't the turn. Oaksdale. This is it. This is it. It's been a while since I came to this pit. Oaksdale. Sometimes this lady is always grumpy. She always seems to be on the grumpy side. I gave her a t-shirt and she kind of changed a little bit. She got a little bit nicer. Let's see if she remembers who I am. Woo! It stinks over here. Ugh. It smells like some sort of sewer treatment plant or something. Ugh. I've been here. I was, when me and my wife were driving the other day, I was talking to her about like how big we wanted to get. And, you know, that kind of thing. And we were looking up, like who has the biggest dump trucking company in America, and this and that, and trying to look up that type of thing. Check to see if this CB is on the right channel.
182 in with low 2 from Mid-Mountain, Jeff.
VANDUYN dump trucking in for Ridgeline. I got some 4x4 and some gravel mixed in there. I don't know if you guys really think this or not. I may have to go in. No? You guys? Next. Okay. Alright, thank you. Dang it. They don't take dirt like that. And he don't have an account next door, so that means I gotta go all the way. Where the heck do I go for this? Where does he take that stuff? We're gonna have to go to Gary Merlino. He's got an account for that. I should be back in with just broken up concrete. Alright, that sucks. Dang it. That sucks. Well, let's get on down the road. They don't take, they're not going to take what I got. It's 4x4 with gravel in it. They said it's too dirty. So now I'm going to have to take it to Kangley. That's a ways away. That's alright, we're not too busy today. The job's kind of a smaller job, so it should still be good. No, there's not wood in there. It's just like gravel and rock. I should have stopped there and asked them if they wanted it at that job site. Like, hey, you guys want some free rock? I mean, if I was near Sheld, I'd dump it on my place. You know, use that rock to build the road. You know. That just sucks. Oh, it's this area, man. This area. Something. There's got to be some sort of a treatment plant or something. You could use it in Klamath. I bet you could, John. How's the whole water rights thing going? How'd that movement go, man? I don't know if you posted another video after that. I haven't got to check up on that. How'd that whole thing go? How'd that whole water thing go? You haven't heard the results yet? It's just a sound app he uses. Yeah. How can people understand what people are saying on the TV? Sometimes I can't understand a word. Yeah, sometimes I can't either, dog. You just kind of develop an ear for it after a while. Will the next truck you buy be another super dump? Oh, Sydney, that's a good question. I don't know, man. I have no clue. This is the 8B92 Silver sound. Did you get the kingpin fixed? Oh yeah, we got the kingpin fixed. I showed that in the first live stream yesterday, I think. Or no, this morning. This morning I showed it. We got the kingpin fixed. Oh man, dude, this thing made a world of difference. Like, especially going over bumps. Like, you could literally feel the truck shake a lot more before I replaced the kingpin. It was bad. It was bad. There's a lot less shaking now. And I've noticed that it doesn't like to wander as much on the road, you know. I can just hold the steering wheel in one spot. And, you know, I can feel it going side to side when I pull the steering wheel. Before, there was a lot more play in it. So glad I got that fixed. So glad. I mean, I had been putting that off for a while, like, since I bought the truck. It wasn't that bad when I bought the truck, you know, and I made extra sure that I was greasing that kingpin all the time because it was so worn out, you know. Once I found out it was worn out. My neighbor, he used to do kingpin replacements, and when he first saw it, he's like, it's bad, but you can still run it for another year or so. And I ran it for 2 years. I got my money out of it. So now here's the hard part. I gotta figure out how to get onto 167 north. No, I don't want 167. I want 405 north. Let's get over this way. Gonna have to turn and then probably go overleaf to get back on the 405 north. Okay, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going. That's one of the things that you have to realize about hiring a new guy that's new from the area. He's gonna need a GPS everywhere he goes. You know, when you have 10 years of experience driving in one area, you start to know the roads like the back of your hand. Like, I thought I knew where everything was. I didn't know nothing. You know, now I'm starting to learn, you know, where things are. Nuts, you know. And there's road construction is always happening, you know, so everything's always changing. You want a bus with the 6B92 in it? That'd be cool. That's actually. Hello? Sorry about that, guys. I had to take a call. It was for, I'm setting up workers' comp for my employee. Workers' compensation. So that's where I went for a few seconds. I had to jump off to take that phone call. See, that's what a lot of people don't really understand. Like, when you're running a business, you are on the phone 24/7. Like, literally. You get 6 hours of sleep and then it's over. Then you're working. Yeah, we're back. We're back, guys. Back. You guys saw I was on the phone. It's not loaded. Yeah, I took a phone call. I had to take a phone call. Right now I'm on the dump truck highway. This is what I like to think of as the dump truck highways. The Maple Valley Highway 169. It's like all dump trucks driving on this road. Take a look at this breaking news in Texas. If I click on it, A-Dog, it'll stop the live stream. I'll have to check it out later. Let's see, we're going there. I need to be on channel 4. That's another thing that's kind of hard to get used to, is once you get used to all the pits, they all use different CB radio channels. So annoying. Like, I wish all pits, unless they're close to each other, I wish they would all just use the same CB channel. Yeah, what's going on in Texas? Click on the link. Yeah, I can't click on the link. My channel, my video would be shut off. We got this side dump pulling up next to us from the Purple Army. She pulled up ahead of me. See if she wants to race. Race. Okay. Yeah, I won. That's right! That's right! Get back there! Yee-hoo! We got the Crow Cowboys racing over here. You seen them just get behind me. We got road construction up here. You should have seen her face. When she heard that Detroit roar, she's like, it blew her mind. She did not see that coming. That was so funny. She's like, holy smokes. That guy is grabbing gears. That was fun. That's one of my favorite things to do. Detroit power. You got that right. Got that Detroit power. She got back over in the other lane. I could tell she was trying to race me. Because that road construction was ending. She's like, oh, let's see if we can beat this guy. Nope. That's a bad link to click. Good thing I didn't click it. Alright. Yeah, we smoked them. Ryan, if you would have clicked on it, it would have been a Rickroll. What's that? You need 2 phones. Pretty soon I do. I do night shift, I do day shift, I do every shift. Every shift I can. I'll tell you what a Rickroll is. What's a Rickroll? I don't even know what a Rickroll is. I've never even heard that term before. Over bumps so much better now that that kingpin has been replaced. Like, it was nuts how much the front end bounced. Nuts. Just nuts how much it bounced when that kingpin was going out. The kingpin was pretty bad. When they took it out, they had to add some bushings because the eye of the spindle was kind of warped out. So we had the axle surgeon fix it. We had the axle surgeon fix it. Any plans on getting the jake brake properly working? I'd love to get it working, you know, just for the sound of it. It doesn't really do anything. It doesn't really slow me down that much, but it sounds cool. I'd like to get it fixed, but I just don't have the time. I'm probably not going to have the time this summer at all. Like, things have already started picking up. I just don't see any time to fix the jake brake. I've already spent so much money on this truck this year anyways with fixing things that really needed to be fixed. You know, I don't want to pay somebody else to do it either. I can see 15 trucks, Brian. I can see 10 to 15 trucks. But I can also see me just having 2 or 1, you know. I could also see that. I don't know. It's just wherever the wind takes us. Wherever the wind will take us. Depends on where the economy goes. You know? I can see myself, every once in a while, I'll get these visions of me seeing like 200 trucks or 300 trucks, you know, all lined up, and then row after row after row. I can see those visions. Like, I can dream of that stuff. And I can see it, you know? But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to get that big? Do I really want to chase that dream that far? Is that really my dream? Or is that the dream everybody wants me to have? You know? I'm constantly thinking, you know, like, I'm happy with what I got now. I really am. I really am happy with what I've accomplished. I never imagined to have 2 trucks, 2 excavators, and a dozer. I never imagined to have any of that. If I had 10 to 15 trucks, would I still do live streams? Yes, I would still do live streams, but I probably wouldn't be in the truck doing them. home and just fix them when they go bad. Yeah, I know it's choppy. It's because I'm on the move. The nice thing is you can go back and watch the live stream and it'll be perfect. It'll just, you know, every time I had to disappear to answer a phone call, it'll just be like a flick. It'll just be like a scene change, which is good. Okay, so we are here, channel 4. Okay. We're gonna have to stop and go in and talk to the lady.
WCW 22 coming through the water.
VANDUYN dump trucking 001 coming in with some 4-8 and gravel mixture from Ridgeline's job site, 106 and Washington Boulevard in Bellevue. I'm just gonna go right over here and park. I believe it's a card on file. May not have to go in.
Street 177. Yeah.
I like how they put this old mixer right here. That's so cool. And an American flag. That's all new. This is so cool. Love it. This is America, the greatest country in the world. Greatest country in the world. Can you do some point of views? John, that's a good question. The reason I did 009 is because...
The office is checking.
Copy. The reason I did 009 is because here's kind of the way I look at it. This dump truck, number 1, first thing I bought. Number 2 was the backhoe. The tilt deck.
Got your truck 66 coming on the scale.
Then I bought the dozer, the 120, the 50, the pickup truck, the gooseneck, the oh, I forgot the flatbed, the 20-ton tilt deck. Oh no, number 9. That is number 9. The new truck. Number 9. Ninth thing I bought. It's the ninth thing big that cost like more than like $5,000 that I've purchased. That's why I numbered it 009. Like, why'd that guy name his truck 306? Does he got 306 trucks? I don't know. I like to think that when I'm driving down the road also, when people see that 009, they're like, oh man, that guy's got a lot of trucks. So it does make me look slightly bigger than what I am.
WCW truck 7 up next.
And, you know, when I get more and more trucks, they're gonna make you lunch. Dude, this sandwich is amazing, man. It's got
you can go down.
jalapenos, it's got everything. Thank you.
FMC 80 with load 3, 2503. RL 22, load 3, 2503.
See you, Brian. Have a great day. I'm sad you didn't rickroll you. Not yet. Alright, let's head on up here and see where they want this stuff dumped. So Dominique was right? Question mark. About what? She called me a liar. Or I mean, she didn't call me a liar. She said my reputation was I was a liar. I don't know how she got that. This is the pit that I actually seen her driving in before. Ignore the BS. Yeah. It's hard to. Hey, what's up, Bill? That's what people assume, John, that I got 9 trucks. But they only assume that because they don't know. It's just like everything else, you know? When you assume, how do you spell assume? You make it out of you and me. Okay. Trying to look for the dozer operator somewhere around here. And we're dumping everything right there, and now they've changed spots. It's been a while since I've been in here. Let's just drive around and see where we're going. That looks like Dominique right behind me. It's got your big finger. It's that blue Kenworth. Oh, there he is. Okay. Hey, Dozer, I got some 4x4 and some gravelly dirt. Where would you like it? In the orange Solo.
Truck number 2 is truck and trailer, second load. From job number 1952, dry dirt. Go before 948.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to switch. I got some 4x4 and gravel. Where would you like me to dump it, Dozer?
Come out on the point onto the right side of the dozer out here.
Right out on the right side of the dozer. Got it. Copy that.
Load that Costco crap. I don't know, how's it like the same stuff dryer like last time? This is the same stuff that was in my truck last time, so it's drier but still kind of clean. Back to I'll have you back up the same corner that Solo's putting his load.
rock and roll.
Up, you got a dry share, right? I sure do. Alright, you're gonna put the same spot. Copy that. Back Silver Street, behind the side dump, I've got the Costco special. Then you can go on that special spot down there, the second dozer. Go ahead and go back to the top. Jeremy, go ahead and go back there. I'll just get out of your way over here. 10-4, thank you. You're very welcome. Hey Mark, is it okay to dump out up here on top? I'll bring it down below. Okay.
Okay. What's the new driver's name? His name is Brandon. I guess I'm having mashed taters for lunch. Who's dumb? She's a dump truck. Oh, Dominique. She's the dump truck chick. She's a company driver. So she's jealous or something? Question mark. I don't know. It kind of sounded like she heard from somebody that I have a bad reputation of lying or something. It's hard to read into the context of a chat, right? Because she didn't address it in some sort of a live stream or anything like that. In her live stream, she just played like she didn't know me when somebody asked. She was like, I don't know who that is. So, I don't know if she thinks I'm a liar or I want to find out who said to her that I'm a liar. That's what I want to know. That's what I really want to know. That way they can get put on my little blacklist. I cannot read that one. I'm driving. I have a ton of, I guess we're good. Like, I've only seen her one time in a pit. One time. And, I didn't even say nothing to her because I didn't know she had a YouTube channel at that time. Yeah, Mac Daddy, there we go. So I don't really know her at all. Is your blacklist a few page? I don't really have a blacklist per se, but I do keep track of the people that talk crap behind my back, you know. And if they ever ask for work, they ain't ever getting nothing. 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 Zippo, zero. They will never get work from me if they have, you know, talk trash.
SMC trucks are on that side.
I've had a lot of haters who hated me at the beginning, and then they seen how big I was getting, and then they're like, hey man, you're doing great, man. You proved me wrong. I'm like, yeah, I did, you know. That don't mean we're friends.
That steel truck you got dry stuff on again? That's in order. You're gonna put the same corner you did last time.
Oh. Damn, that's good. That sandwich is good. Got jalapenos, pickles, lettuce. I had this one guy. And I could be messing this up. Don't quote me on exactly the words I said. Like, But I remember him saying something along the lines of, "Oh, I'm going to put you out of business." You know?
Torture a little bit, you know, for backing up so far.
Switch back. See, this pit is kind of funky because it's got so much truck traffic. They got 2 CB channels, one for the scale and
Hey, Dom, run up your mic tonight.
one you get in there.
Okay, just every now and then it cuts out, or make sure it's connected all the way and stuff like that.
VANDUYN going over the wheel wash. But he said along the lines of basically, I'm going to put you out of business. I do all this work through City Seattle. I got all these contracts and I'm going to put you out of business and this and that. And then when I bought the Super Dump, then he was like, oh man, you got some skin in the game now. You know, you're doing good. I was going to buy one of those trucks, but I bought this instead. And, you know, trying to be all buddy-buddy with me. It's like, dude, don't you remember what you said to me like 2 years ago? Like, I remember that. Anyways, I mean, I'm happy he changed his tune, but those people, they're the people that'll be buddy to your face and then they'll stab you in the back, you know? Seems like. I could be wrong, but I don't know. Sorry I caused you too much work.
Our office isn't all the way back, so it's hard to, like, the part now it's like...
Yeah, whose home phone do I have to call, right? Or
Right, like, who's covering?
I don't need to sign this.
No, you signed the bottom.
Okay. Oh, I gotta sign the bottom.
You signed the bottom. Yeah, so I don't know, like, before it was Tiffany or Caitlin,
Uh-huh.
and now it's just Web.
Yeah. Thank you. You have a good one.
121 up next.
Those people everywhere, I call them fans. Alright. When we get back to the job site, we should be hauling our broken concrete. Why buy another truck? Will it be another super?
526 in the front G, with 20503.
The way I look at it is, I'll probably be buying more super dumps. I probably will not be buying strong arm unless they pay me enough money to change my mind. That's another thing like that Justin like trashed me on. Like, you're going to buy a truck and you didn't even do the research and this and that. And it's like, dude, when you're buying your first truck, it's so overwhelming. Like, you know, you're gonna mess up on things. You're gonna go through those trials. That's just what happens. That's real life. You know? And he was all like, oh man, for my first truck, I built my first truck. It's like, no, you didn't. You took the one they had on the lot, I thought. You know? And then you got the truck spec to the way you wanted them after that. You know, so. And I bought the truck kind of on a spur of the moment type of thing, you know? I'll be honest, it was a spur of the moment, like, okay, I'm gonna spend some money. What are we gonna spend it on? I almost bought a pickup. And then I got to thinking, I'm like, well, I can't really spend that much money on a pickup. I'd feel bad, you know? This truck does not have a high lift gate, but I haul concrete and broken asphalt all the time in it. Because it's got a steel body and it, you know, and I know how to weld. want to weld and fix stuff? No, not really. But you know, if something, I trust the guys that I work with. You know, they're very good operators. They don't just slam stuff in there like a lot of guys do. They actually, you know, try and take care of my stuff. Yes, Sydney, that is 100% true. Everything in business is first live and learn. Yep, amen to that. You know? Exactly, Joey. Exactly. The super dump will not be hauling concrete or asphalt. Not happening. Not hauling boulders. All it's doing is hauling crushed rock, sand, dirt, asphalt, you know. We're not putting any dents in that bed. It's a really thin bed. You know, they have to make them thin so they can haul the weight. That's the way that works. I can switch back to channel 3. Dominique hates me, or you know, does, or you know, I don't know if she thinks I'm a liar, but I guess that's what she's heard from some people. I want to know who's saying that crap, you know. And I think she would be dumb if she just assumed something like that without finding out the real story, you know. And I sent her a message, and she hasn't responded yet, so we'll see what happens. What happens. I mean, that's what I want to know. What does she think? Because to me, when I read it, it came off like I've heard this, you know. Guys, I told you I was going to do a live stream when I got to the job. I'm not a liar. I did it. I didn't even have to do a second live stream today. I just thought like, yeah, might as well. What the heck, you know? I can talk to you guys. You're a Ford guy, you like fixing stuff? What is an opinion to buy a super dump with rock body box? The problem with that is that the box will be too heavy and it kind of defeats the purpose. I'm not worried about my reputation being hurt. The companies I work for, they know firsthand, and they will always call me first. That's just the way it goes. They know me, they know what I do, they know who I am. They trust me. I don't got nothing to fear. thought your live stream ended. I hopped back on and here you are. Yep. I'm still here, Blake. I'm a little worked up, J-Bo. Not too much, but you know, other people in their live streams are always talking crap about me, you know. That's just the way it goes, you know. What's up, Josh? Amen to that, Joey. We get it done. Just today, like just before I hopped on the live stream, the track of the excavator fell off. Who had the 3/4 wrench that got it back into service? That was me. That's why they call me. I don't create problems, I solve problems. You know, always trying to help somebody out. You know, and there's always going to be somebody who's trying to take advantage of you all the time. You know. Blake, when are you going to do your first live stream? Have you figured it out yet? Like, is it still blocking you from doing it or what? Not that I can be on your live stream while I'm driving, but, you know. They still won't let you. What the flip? That's stupid. That's nuts. Something that was cool that I seen that Trump is doing an executive order woo, that was a good jalapeno. Doing an executive order because like Facebook and Twitter and all that other stuff, they're basically silencing people, you know? They're going way too far. Yeah, Josh, I've seen you on the heavy wrenches. I remember you saying something about having a disability and still trying to live your dream of being a mechanic. That's good, man. Don't let handicaps, you know, keep you from living your dream, you know? They're gonna do your mud flap when you go live. That's funny right there. That's funny, Blake. That's so weird. Like, why can't Blake do live streams? That doesn't make any sense to me. I think I was always able to do live streams on my YouTube channel. I better watch it. He might call me out in a video if he does. Yeah, Blake. People are gonna start calling you out. Hey, be nice to Blake. Be nice to Blake. He's a good guy. See, I can't really do a live stream from my laptop, Blake, because I don't have any internet, so I have to use the hotspot off my phone, and it's that much more slower. Yeah, that's all you need, Blake. Yeah, then people will start showing up.
No, he did see me on Thursday out there. Yeah, but
it might be a while then. Don't rush it, man. Don't rush it. Honestly, Blake, if I could go back, if I could go back, I would, I'd probably buy a used super dump. If I could go back and do it all over again, I wouldn't buy a brand new super dump. I'd buy a used one with the Maxwell. That's what I would do. If I could go back and do it all over again, instead of buying that brand new truck, I'd probably buy a used one with the Maxwell. I don't know. Less cost, less headache. Sometimes I'm happy I bought the new truck, and sometimes I'm mad I bought it. Like, I don't know. I haven't really made up my mind yet. It kind of is what it is, if you know what I mean. Price of a used one, $100,000. I just met this other guy, WCW, really good guy, Travis, really cool dude. He said he flew down to Texas and bought his for $60,000, I think. This is a 2008. It's a strong arm, but he paid like $60,000 for it or something. And he said he's been happy with his. I don't know. I just feel like if you buy a used one, it's so beat up. You're gonna, you know, you're really jumping into a lot of maintenance right away, you know. But which one do you want? Do you want a lot of maintenance, or do you want a little less maintenance with the big cost? You know, a big payment. Buy new because you're buying someone else's problem. Yeah, when I bought somebody else's problem and it was brand new. Yeah, you really gotta weed through the used ones. Blake is spot on about that. And Blake, something I admire about you, Blake, is you got a lot more patience than I do. I go out and I buy the first one I look at, man. I've had this problem ever since. You know, I'm just like, oh, I can fix that. I always justify buying the first one, like without looking at multiple ones. That's something I gotta pay more attention to. Something I need to stop doing, really. I tell myself this over and over and over, and I still, for some reason, I never listen to myself. Alright, we're getting ready to pull off this exit here and pull into the job site. This time we're going to be on the other side of the freeway. You bought the first dump truck you looked at? Yeah. Yep. Hey, big bodies are the only way to go where I live. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of us out there, John, to do that. Gonna pull over to this stop site and they're not waving me over there. We'll see what happens. What's up, Josh? That was the boss telling me to come back to the other job site. They ain't ready for you yet. Okay. Mine is a lot rough, but I actually wanted a project. Yeah. Well, trust me when I say mine was a lot rough too. I mean, I'm still fixing stuff that has been broken since the day I bought it, like that kingpin. So I'm still fixing stuff, you know? John, did you check the kingpins on your truck? He flipped me off. I love these guys. I'm guessing they want me on the lower side because he's parked in the way. So. Oh, you forgot to? You seen how I did it though, right? You just jack up the tire and then you put a bar in there and you wiggle it. This is gonna be fun. Yeah, it's super easy. You just put a bar in there and you just kind of rock it back and forth. Super easy. You want me down here? Up there? That's what I thought, but Josh had his truck parked in the way. Okay, look at this biker, not even looking up. He about got ran over. outside of dump trucking all the time. Okay, I get to sit right here until he moves his truck. Okay. Kind of like checking ball joints. Yep. Yeah, you just lift them, you know, and you can just try. If they go up and down, then they're wrong. Then they're wore out, you know. You can turn them, but if they go up and down at all, then they're wore out. I bought a 90 Pete with a little over 200,000 miles on it. Dang, only 200K miles. Could have got 4 used for the price of your new one. Amen to that. Thanks for watching out for bikers. Yep. My white truck just hit 330K and it still feels new. Interior looks brand new. I found a 2001 Dodge Ram with V10 5-speed. They wanted 14K. Dude, that's ridiculous. I would not pay 14K for that. A 2001? That seems expensive. That seems expensive. Woo! Excuse me. Corona's still floating around. Yeah, that thing can be a gas hog, I think. I got hell, you could get a 14 Cummins for 14K. Yeah, exactly. What's your DOT rating? I have no clue. I haven't looked at it because I really don't care what they think. I mean, I care as in I want to be good, but it's not something I check every day just to see what it says. Mike, do you have any tool trucks stop by your shop? Okay, just had to finish that paperwork before. I don't like getting too much paperwork because it starts to add up real quick, and if you don't do it throughout the day, then at the end of the day you got so much paperwork it's ridiculous. I like to do that stuff while I'm doing it. Try a Blue Parrot headset. Yeah, I've had those before. I like them, Jay. I just haven't bought another one recently. I'd like to buy another one, but I just haven't. You know, it's $100. Yeah, they're not cheap. They are definitely not cheap. I used to have one glued to my head like 24/7 for the longest time ever. I was backing around this corner. See that right there? What is the worst job you had? The worst thing that I have ever done, I hauled logs in the back of this one time. And I had the worst experience ever hauling those logs in the back of this. What happened is we loaded the logs, everything was great and peachy, and then the first time I hauled logs, I didn't let the tailgate down, right? And then when the dump box went up, they got jammed, the tailgate was up and the logs were jammed. The logs were jammed in there, which sucked so bad. Second time I ever hauled logs, I thought, okay, well, let's lay the tailgate down this way and try that. The log pushed down on where the tailgate and the bed meet, and it came unhooked. And we did not have a machine at my grandpa's house. So me and my grandpa, we had to pick the tailgate up by hand and put it back onto the dump truck. That was not fun at all. It was like, took us like 2 hours. We finally did it with a come along. It was just a nightmare. That was the worst thing, one of the worst experiences I've ever had. I don't have a shop, Joshua. I have a garage. A one-car garage that I run my business out of. I ain't privileged enough like some of these other YouTubers, you know. As a matter of fact, I've never been in a tool truck before. Never. I've seen one or two of them, but I've never, like, walked up and was like, hey, can I check inside of your truck? He's got a gravel shop. Yep. I got the gravel driveway. It's coming now, slow and steady. I almost feel like once I get a shop, I don't know if I'm going to have more of a desire to own more trucks or less of a desire to own more trucks. Me too, man. I wish they had a truck too. They did, I'd probably go bankrupt though. I think they have great value for their tools, you know. I know Justin hates the hell out of them and everybody else seems to talk smack about them all the time, but I've never had a problem with a Harbor Freight tool. To this day, knock on wood. It wasn't my fault. Here we see a man eating a sandwich during World War II colorized. Used my barn and 2 chain hoists to pull the cab with a couple tow straps under the body. That's nuts, John. Yeah. I do agree with you on that. I wish they could get their tools made in the USA. I do agree with that. But here's the thing, like, Americans do it to themselves, in a way. Americans, they charge so much for their stuff, so you can't really, nobody can afford it, you know? Their work costs too much, you know? So, I don't know, isn't the Icon stuff made in the USA? I thought I seen that somewhere. I can tell you one thing. My Harbor Freight toolbox was assembled in the USA because I assembled it myself. But here's the reason you have to, John. The only reason Americans have to charge that much for the stuff made here is because of politicians. What's up?
Up here's all good. So we're gonna go down to well, we're gonna walk up a little path.
What do you want me to do? Like back in?
Back up it.
Up the concrete? That brand new concrete? Okay.
We're gonna be trapped up it.
Okay. Well, I mean, probably put some boards or something. Oh, okay.
But yeah, let's track up it. And then
Hopefully I don't like fall off the edge of it or something. Hopefully the track doesn't fall off.
yeah.
Tracking up it.
All the brand new
Oh
concrete.
God, that would be bad. Alright.
So I'm gonna walk back around this way. Let's go.
Okay, I'll wait until you go around then.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get out of his way. Yeah, that's Grizzly. It is nice. It is nice to have paid lunch. A lot of the politicians, they have made it so expensive to live in the United States. Some things are so much cheaper. It's cheaper to ship it to China, do whatever you need done, and then have them ship it back. And it's still cheaper than having it made in the U.S. Okay, woman. Yeah, just go ahead. You're driving like a maniac. This is gonna be tricky. How in the hell? They're gonna have to move those cones. I ain't driving in that ditch. Oh, okay, I see what he did. Oh, he's just gonna load me from the side. It's right here. I was thinking he said they were gonna have me back up this ramp. Now it's looking like they're just gonna load me from the side of the truck. Unions are a part of the problem as well, says a union guy. Unions, they make things cost more. Let's say $30. Am I right? Does that truck got low gears? Yeah, it seems pretty low. They are gonna have me back up this thing. Gonna be nuts. That's crazy. Straight up crazy. There we go. You're not getting rid of all that, are you? Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. I took it to Kent Kangley. I went to Renton, and she said she's not taking it. So then I went to no, not next door. It's the one in Maple Valley. Yeah, Cedar Grove. Which one do you want me to take it to? Okay. Yeah, it's the cheapest. Well, so JEV ain't gonna take this. They'll take the broken concrete. I don't think they're closer though. They might be cheaper though. I don't know. Kind of like Catch 22. Yeah. They're further away, but they charge less. Yeah. Did you see that guy with the face mask, like halfway underneath his glasses? Yeah, that's funny right there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm like, who is this guy? Uh-huh. Take it off. We ain't part of that scandemic here. Yeah. I seen something about that. Yeah. Yeah. Notice how all the rioting is like at max right now.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't want anybody to know about that. Yeah, yeah, look over here, yep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that irritates it. And then what gets me the most is when like somebody of color is like, oh, you're white, you don't know what racism is.
Yeah.
It's like, are you kidding me? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that ain't fair. Yeah. Yeah, it's crap. I don't believe in that stuff either. Yep. Yep. That's exactly what it is. Is parts still easy to get for this? No, not even close. With a whole 19 going around, I want to run around on a Russian gas mask. It's nice to listen into the conversation. I don't know if you guys can hear him or not. Super cool guy, Josh. I love that guy. He's kept me busy a lot during the winter time. He knows, you know, when I show up, things happen. I even got his sticker on the back of my hard hat. Yeah, I mean, like that whole race thing, like, exactly what he said though. It's 100% true. Like, have you tried applying for a government job? Look how many more points you are ahead of me just because of the color of your skin. Like, if that ain't racist right there, then what is? Like, how am I getting treated differently because of the color of my skin? You know, and everybody says, oh, Brian, you got white privilege. You got white privilege. No. No such thing as white privilege. There's rich privilege. I do believe in that. And that's because they earned it, you know? You know, what he's saying is 100% true. And the government, they know it. You know, what they do... Got some grease on my shoulder. They do that to pit us against each other, you know? Like, oh, let's give the minorities all these points, and then all these guys that are the minority, you know, or all these guys that are the majority, then they're all pissed off at the minority because they ain't getting nothing because, you know, they get treated better. The government does this. That's what they do. They're divisive. Well, here's how it works, old crony. Black people think white people are racist. Some white people think black people are racist. And it definitely is a two-way street. It's not a one-way street. Like, white people are not only racist. Everyone is. There's a lot of every single race that is racist. You know? And everybody always wants to bring up the slaves. Oh, the slaves this, oh, the slaves that. How many generations ago was that? Like, I didn't hung a noose around anybody's neck. I didn't whip any black people. I don't own a slave. I don't even know anybody with a slave. So why am I being punished for something that happened hundreds of years ago? You know? That's what I'm gonna say, you know. Racism will never die until everybody lets it die. And it's never gonna die though, because it's been around since day one, and it'll be around to the end of times. Yeah. It's gonna be around forever. It's never gonna die. Racism will always be a thing. You know, it's never going to die because the government won't let it. Businesses won't let it. Like the media, who benefits the most from racism? The media benefits from it, and the politicians benefit from it, right? The media, what do? When they're running low on revenue, you know what, let's make this big race war right here. Then we'll sell a whole bunch of ads to everybody, and then we'll make our money up. It's all business. It's all that green stuff. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about the Irish slaves. It's all about money, though. And that's something I never really realized until I got into business. Everything revolves around that money. They're a business. They have to make money. How do they make money? They create, you know, all this news that people want to watch because they get sucked into it. And that's how they make their money. Just like that. They don't care about telling you what's actually going on unless it's making them money. Sickening. It's sickening, you know, to see what the media does. Despicable. Disgusting. What they get away with. You know? And it's both sides. It ain't one side, it's both sides too. I do agree with that. You know? Yeah, exactly, John. He makes his money by holding them down. Let's shut this off. We don't need to be burning diesel up. Even though we'll probably be getting going in a few. I just had another sip of vodka, Blake. We're getting good. We're gonna be doing good by the end of the day. Oh, that's so bad. No, it's just water, guys. I don't drink. Sometimes I'd like to be a drinker, you know. I just can't afford that. Yeah, it's been a long day already, and it's only... Oh, great, my watch battery died. That's why you like watching me, because I tell it like it is. I tell it exactly how I see it. You know, it's the same thing with the Confederate flag, racist BS. Yeah. Is a flag racist? No. A flag is not racist. You know, unless it stood for just racism. The Confederate flag, from what I'm understanding, is... That was one of the U.S. flags for a while there, I thought. You know? And now people want to make it out to be like a Nazi flag. It's like, no. It's just sad that humanity, you know, falls for the same games over and over and over again. You know? It's just a big circle, man. Humanity will fall for the same things over and over and over again. It's never going to change. You know? See, I started at 10 o'clock this morning. This is 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll be done by 4 o'clock probably. Get my 6 hours in. It was the original 13 or something settlements. Yeah, see, that makes sense. The 13 stars, the 13 colonies or something. You know, and then the Confederate flag just happen to be on the losing side or something, right? Of the nations that wanted slavery or something. I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. All I know is I don't see it as racist. Will you pay everyone in the live feed for working with you today? I was thinking you guys were going to pay me. I'm giving you all this valuable information, Sydney. All this on-the-job experience. I thought you guys were going to be paying me in those super chats. Did you break anything yet? No, not yet. We haven't broke anything yet. There we go. 99 cents. There we go. It's starting to add up. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. You rock, John. You rock, man. Eventually, when people go back to rewatch this, and they'll see the ads, and I'll make, you know, probably like $1 off of it, maybe, if I'm lucky. Wait, I'm full or... Okay. Let's back it up this page. Yeah, giddy up. Funny. One thing that was really funny, when my wife was looking up the trucking companies, Google said that Freightliner was the most sought after semi-truck. Like, no, it's not. Like, nobody wants a Freightliner. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I agree, John. It does need to end, but it ain't ever gonna end. There's too much money in it. How much money do you think the BLM sold in shirts? How much money do you think they sold in news advertisements? Oh, I bet you they made millions so far off of it. The news companies, everybody wants to watch the news to see what the next great riot is. You know, so how much money do you think the news has sold in advertising? Millions. You think they're going to give up those millions just to have a peaceful earth? Not happening. the worst place to stay in a hotel on the way to Cape Falls, there's this travel lodge in the Pioneer Villa, I think is what it's called. The worst motel to stay at ever. It's kind of a truck stop motel. Horrible place, man. I remember I got there and it looked like, my coworker said it looked like somebody slaughtered a pig on the sheets. That's how bad it was. It was bad. It was definitely bad. I hate the new legalized weed law. Yeah, me too, man. I know a lot of people that smoke and they don't see how it affects themselves. Like, I knew them before they started smoking. And man, have they changed. It's nuts. The lack of drive they have. It's sad, man. And they don't see it. They don't see it. They're blind to it. And they're the ones, they think you change. Well, we can switch back to channel 4 since we're heading back to that pit. I mean, I've never smoked weed. You know, honestly, I don't care if other people do it, as long as they ain't affecting me. That's what I want, you know. As long as you're not doing it while you're driving, or you're in some way gonna harm me by doing it, I'm okay with it. Do whatever the heck you want to do, as long as it doesn't hurt me or affect my family somehow. You know, if you're doing it in your own house, on your own time, and it's not affecting me somehow, you go on ahead, smoke that bowl, do whatever you gotta do, you know. If it helps you get through the day, it helps you get through the day. But the second you start driving and it impairs your ability and you become, you know, inhibited somehow, I have a problem with that. You heard that about Freightliner. I looked it up and it said Freightliner was the most sought after semi. I'm like, what are these guys smoking? No, it is not Freightliner. Nobody wants a Freightliner. Nobody dreams of having a Freightliner. People dream of having Peterbilts and Kenworths. Those are like the main ones, like not a Freightliner. Yeah, they're smoking weed. They're smoking a stronger stuff than weed if they think they want a Freightliner. I don't know, I've never really been... I've driven Freightliners. And I've driven Peterbilts, I've driven Kenworths, I've driven Volvo, I've never driven a Mack. But I can tell you right now, in my experience, the trucks that I liked the least amount was it. And I'm sorry, Blake, I really do apologize. Maybe it was just a bad experience, but I drove a Sterling and the Freightliners. Those were the absolute most gutless trucks I have ever driven. To me, that was my experience. Your experiences may differ. Your mileage may vary. But, yeah, when I was delivering roofing, the first company I ever worked for, they had all Peterbilts. The second company I worked for, they had the Freightliners. They were brand new Freightliners. Brand spanking new. And they didn't have any guts. The third company I worked for, they had the Sterlings. And let me tell you, man, the Sterlings were the older automatics. I think they were eating ultra shifts or whatever. They were junk. I'll tell you that. They were junk. They didn't have jake brakes. The brakes always overheated. They had no power going up hills. The Sterling, they had no power. But then the last company I worked for in the roofing industry, they had a mix of Freightliner and Peterbilts. And the Peterbilts were by far everyone's favorite. Is the Freightliner a good truck for business? Yes, because there's so many of them and they're cheap. So it's like buying a Ford pickup. Yes, I can see how they're the most sought after because of that. But I mean, that's about it. Nobody, you know. I'm an old school Mac guy. Peterbilt's drop panties. Brian, that's so funny. That's true though. Freightliners are the Prius of trucking. Nobody wants them, but hippies. Hey, watch what you say about Lord Sterling. Yeah. I'm sure Blake's had a different experience with his because he actually owns it, you know, so that's probably different. I'm just saying, the roofing truck that I drove that was a Sterling, I hated that truck. I absolutely hated it. You guys see my new, oh, you guys can't see it. When I get to the pit, I'll show you my new window roller. The gears inside of this got stripped out. I gotta find another one of these. I got another one somewhere in a box in my garage. They got stripped out, so now I got a vice grip on my window. You like the old Freightliners from the 70s? There are some cool looking ones. I'm not gonna say there aren't. But the majority of them are the can haulers. Then, no. Sorry. Newer ones are crap. Yeah. Freightliner, they don't even make dump trucks in Washington that I know of. Like every time I drive by the Freightliner Northwest dealership, I never see a dump truck sitting there like they're selling one. They're really not in demand. They sell like freight trucks, you know, long hauler trucks. I do think the Detroit motor is a good motor though. I think they're a great brand. This is a Detroit, and I love it. Got that right, old crony. Since I changed that kingpin, the whole truck doesn't shake as much. It's actually amazing. Look at that, they got a grinder out on this road. You guys can see all the road construction work going by. They're doing a patch. They brought that grinder out for that. They could have used a skid steer to grind that patch. Here's a Max Super Dump going by. JTS Transporter. Yep. Amen to that. Just because it's the best selling doesn't mean it's the best. Okay, we're gonna run this way. For that. Yeah, I ran it. It was changing right as I was pulling into the intersection. That light changes like this. Like, it blows my mind. Whoever set up that light, fire them. Because we're going 60 miles an hour and it literally changes from yellow to green like in like a half a second, 2 seconds. There's no way I could have stopped in time. No way. I love the scenery in Washington. If I ever move out of Washington, I gotta find somewhere that's green like Washington. Like, you can see all the trees and everything. It's so green, it's so beautiful. How do you get work? For what? You got a triaxle? Where are you located? Where are you located? What's the name? Motor something. Columbus, Ohio. Yeah, I don't really know the best way to get work there, but I can tell you what I do here is, what I did was, I called a whole bunch of excavation companies, and I said, hey, I got a dump truck, this is what I charge, give me a call if you ever need a dump truck. And, you know, that's how I got started. I also knew a guy that dispatched some trucks for free. There was also some dispatchers that dispatched the charge. I never went to the guys that wanted to charge me. Personally, you know, I don't ever want to have to pay to find work. I get it, yes. You know, pay somebody 25 bucks to make $1,000 paycheck. I get it. They put time into it. Yes, it makes sense. I just never wanted to pay a dispatcher. I never wanted to rely on a dispatcher for work, because if you ever piss them off somehow, and they get pissed off easy, you know, they get butthurt very easy, they'll blacklist you, and then, you know, I just make the phone calls myself. And what happens, this is always what happens. I bug them and I bug them, and then I finally get on to the job. And they see that I'm the real deal, and then they always call me after that. Always. They don't need to call anybody else, because they know Brian's got it covered. excavation companies, give them your business card, call the rock quarries. Some of them hire dump trucks to do deliveries. You know, anybody that would hire a dump truck, that's who you need to be calling. Don't make the mistake of calling other dump truckers to find work. A lot of guys do that. Not very many dump truckers are willing to give out extra work because they're afraid that you're going to steal their customers. You know, I give out work all the time though, you know, because I'm not afraid somebody's going to steal my customers. They're not. They can try all they want. They're not going to steal my customers because I've built a reputation with them, you know. Getting work in Ohio. Go check out his YouTube channel. VANDUYN Dump Trucking 001 and with the rock from Ridgeline repeat. Here's the thing a lot of owner-operators suffer from. They don't want to work. A lot of them. They think they're better than working sometimes. Too fast for this big hill in front of me. You guys can see the hill right there. I like to be at low range when I'm going up hills like this in this truck. And I like to lock in the inner axle lock. That way, if I am going through guys, it doesn't start slipping and spinning and everything. Right, Blake? We get too comfy, you know? I've been thinking about trying to hire another driver for this truck and just sit at home. about that WCW company, I was talking to the owner, and really cool guy. And he, when I first talked to him, he was talking to me as if he was a company driver, you know? And he was just like, I was just waiting for you to try and hire me. When I found out, I called him, I'm like, you're the owner. What are you like? You got enough trucks, you know? And he's like, I was just waiting for you to try and hire me. So funny, man. That guy's funny. He's a cool dude. He's got some nice trucks. I'm not gonna lie. I like his trucks. I like his trucks. I like his logo on his trucks. Not something lame like, I don't know, dump truck service. You know, something not original. I got some more of that rock in the orange solo. You want to end the same spot as last time?
Yeah.
Copy that. Watch out for this truck and trailer. He's over here jackknifing. That I never want to own is a truck and trailer. I'll be honest. I don't really ever want to own a truck and trailer. There's just too much going on. So much better to just not have regular trucks and make the same amount of money just about. Those are so cool looking. That thing is cool. I'm gonna own one of those one day. Yeah, you can see it going. Those are so cool. I'd love to have one of those. Guys, you guys probably can't see it, but can you see the birds over there in the sky? They're all bald eagles. That couch money. My mom is watching a romantic vampire movie. Dump truck company called Key Hauling. That's funny. There are some creative ones, you know. They're like Wannabe Trucking, Harley Be Trucking, Next Slope Trucking. You know, there are some creative ones. I'm out of Graham in Washington. Right now I'm in Maple Valley though. I think this is considered Maple Valley. All these guys cleaning out their boxes because they're hauling that clay. Oh, that clay is nasty stuff. They're all over there sitting there cleaning out. They got that gray.
Oh shit, man, it looks nasty.
They got that gray clay. Man, it sucks to haul that stuff. I'm so glad I don't have to haul that. Yeah, I'm still live, eh, dog? Still alive and live. It's nice to have somebody to talk to, you know, besides myself. I got nothing better to do. You gonna stay live for the whole day? No, probably not. That's why I like Hot Rocks. Yep. Switch back to channel 4. Yeah, and you're all still watching. All 20 of you guys, diehard fans. Either that or you're just waiting for me to crash into something. Look at that. Water truck with the American flag on it. Yeehaw. You know, one thing that's missing from school is it should be still done. I think kids should say the Pledge of Allegiance. I don't even think kids nowadays even know what the Pledge of Allegiance is. Because you're lonely. But it's a good place to hang out. Oh, they do in Klamath? See, they don't do that around here. What the hell are you riding me for, dude? You trying to beat me to the wheel wash or something? This guy's a freaking... I don't know why he's trying to beat me to the wheel wash. VANDUYN coming on the wheel wash. He's one of those company drivers. He's gotta, you know, impress his boss. Yeah, it is beautiful. I love Graham. Look up Mount Rainier. Google Mount Rainier. It is so beautiful. Actually, I did a video with me going through the wheel wash one day. One of the videos. I'm pretty sure I showed it. The wheel wash here has a lot of pressure. I mean, a lot of pressure. Thank you. What's up, Bobby? Just hauling some rock and some broken concrete. Let me show you the wheel wash. coming up right there is the wheel wash. No, this is Kangley. This is Cedar Shores. That's the wheel wash. Let's see. Can I do this way? Check that out. You guys can kind of see where I'm going if I do that. I call it Cedar Shores. Some people call it Cedar Mountains. Some people call it Kangley. I call it Cedar Shores, though. I think that's what I was told it was called when I first started going there. It's Gary Merlino.
Oh, that's correct.
Try and stay away from them, yeah. Concrete must be hard on the truck. This is the old truck. And they break it up pretty small. And they're really good at operating. They have it pinched and then they lower it all the way down into the box and then they let go. They don't just drop it, They don't just drop it. They lower that stuff in very nicely and lay it down. You can tell they got a good base. And then then they don't have to be as gentle with it. It always works better if you can throw some dirt in or something first. I'm working for my buddy Ridgeline. Communications work. He's kind of like North Sky or Maztec or Spenco. He does a lot of their work for them. He's got one dump truck to transfer. He never uses the transfer though. He has it parked on my property at Shelton. That's how often he uses it. Literally never. Yeah. There's big money in communications, Bobby. There is big money in communications. There's definitely big money in that. It's 111111111. J.C. Smith Projects. He became a jerk. Yeah. Sorry to hear that, man. I don't think I know who that is. I'll give you my credit card number too if you want that. It's like 2222223333444, and then the month is like 822, and the security code is 567. Oh man. Alright guys, I've been on here way too long. Showing you guys the ins and outs of driving dump truck. I want to listen to some music, so I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll catch you guys later. You guys have a good one. And I got some videos coming out pretty soon. Definitely watch for those videos coming out. You guys be safe out there. Don't go to any protests unless you got a gun. And don't let that looting and crap happen in your town. I'll catch you guys on the next one.